Tharlo represents the highest artistic achievement of the auteur's creativity so far. Its symbolism is notably more comprehensive, consistent, and focused than in any of his previous works. Its finesse in both conception and execution has brought the film world of Pema Tseden's Tibet into the most emblematic realm of film as moving images that explore life beyond its appearance. Comparing Pema Tseden's films and fiction reveals a shared thematic structure reflecting the evolving Tibetan landscape and the characters' responses to societal changes. Both mediums depict individuals grappling with shifts from traditional rural life to urban consumerism. Whether embracing or resisting change, the characters navigate their evolving world. Tseden's characters, like Amatsomo and the old Lama, negotiate their positions amidst these transformations, presenting a common theme across his works. However, the functions of storytelling diverge between cinema and literature due to their respective modalities. Films offer concrete visual representations of Tibet, shaping reception in a realistic mode, while literature allows for more open, allegorical interpretations. Tseden's films highlight Tibet's socio-political issues and identity, while his short stories emphasize universal human conditions. Each medium capitalizes on its strengths. Fluid identity exploration suits film, while rhythmic narrative structures thrive in literature. Tharlo stands out as Tseden's first film to seamlessly blend contemporary Tibetan relevance with universal allegorical themes, underscoring its significance. The film adaptation follows the short story's basic structure, but adds significant details. It includes new scenes like Tharlo observing a couple in a photo studio, showcasing his solitary life on the mountain, and moments with Yangtze in a karaoke bar. Symbolic elements such as an orphaned lamb and firecrackers are introduced. Two scenes are omitted: banter between the police chief and village chief, and Tharlo meeting strangers outside the photo studio. The first-time collaboration with Lu Songye will play a crucial role in establishing the cinematic visual style in Tharlo and advancing Pema Tseden's future films with a budget of 2 million yuan. In Tharlo, the camera angles are more pronounced than in the director's previous films, emphasizing a scopic effect that is central to the film's thematic exploration. This scopic effect enhances the audience's engagement with the visual storytelling, creating a more immersive experience. The film's bold cinematographic design is particularly praised for its use of long takes, static camera positions, and mirror reflections, all of which contribute to the mise-en-scène, a term that refers to the arrangement of everything that appears in the framing of a shot, including actors, lighting, decor, and props. The entire film consists of 51 scenes and 87 shots, 36 of which are single shot scenes. This means that nearly half of the scenes are presented without any cuts, allowing for a continuous and unbroken visual flow. Such a technique demands precise choreography and timing, adding to the film's artistic and technical complexity. These 87 shots are spread across 124 minutes of runtime, making the average shot in Tharlo approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds long. This is in stark contrast to the average shot length in contemporary Hollywood films, which is about 2.5 seconds. The significantly longer average shot duration in Tharlo underscores the deliberate pacing and the emphasis on visual storytelling. Every scene is crafted to carry substantial meaning, moving the narrative forward in a way that invites viewers to contemplate and engage deeply with the film's themes and characters. The film opens with a 3-minute sequence of Tharlo intoning "Serve the People" in Chinese in the style of a traditional Tibetan Buddhist chant.
但是的意见有不同。中国古时候有个文学家叫做司马迁的说过：人固有一死，或重于泰山，或轻于鸿毛。为人民的利益而死，就比泰山还重。替法西斯卖力，替剥削人民和压迫人民的人去死，就比鸿毛还轻。正是对同志就是为人民的利益而死的，他的死是比泰山还重的。
This comes as a surprise to the viewer, since Buddhist chant is the last form of recitation one would associate with this iconic Chinese Communist propaganda passage. The incongruity between the form of recitation and the content recited symbolizes the differences between the two cultural value systems. In Tharlo, tradition and modernity are not explored in their general terms, but in their specific manifestation in contemporary Tibet within the context of Communist China. Furthermore, an extra layer of this scene is added by the opening close-up of the lamb being fed from a bottle as Tharlo is reciting the passage. Tharlo brings his lamb with him everywhere because, being an orphan like himself, the lamb has lost its mother to a wolf. This image of the lamb as a symbol of the needy alerts the audience to the fact that the film not only tells a personal story, but also a social one. The recitation of "Serve the People" in full, although in a tone incongruous with the content, functions as a reminder of the Chinese Communist Party's claim to serve the people, to liberate the oppressed, and to help those in need, just as Tharlo cares for the lamb. However, this claim has fallen short of reality later in the film. The film follows a linear narrative structure with slow progression, as Tharlo, commonly known as Ponytail because of his hairstyle, meets different characters on his journey. Begins with a solitary shepherd who was orphaned since childhood and lacks human connection except for a human scarecrow near his house. He takes great pride in herding sheep for the villagers, receiving money and sheep in return every year. Herding has become a significant occupation as people are drawn to towns and cities by economic development for opportunities. Tharlo enjoys herding sheep, and with his math skills and memory can count and protect them from wolves at night. He even buys firecrackers to scare away the wolves if needed. One day, he is called to the town police station to get an ID card made, as per a policy implemented by the Chinese Communist Party. While it's important for verifying identity, the true intention of the Communist Party is to control and identify those who are against them, as they introduce the social credit system, raising concerns about data privacy, surveillance, and authority. In the opening scene, Tharlo questions the policeman about the need for an ID since he knows himself, but the policeman explains that it will help him identify himself in the city. From being called to get his ID card, Tharlo ends up at a hair salon owned by a young girl named Yangtso, after being told by the photo studio owner that he needs to look good for the lifetime ID card. Yangtso is not an ordinary Tibetan woman. She has short hair and smokes, which is uncommon in Tibetan culture, attracting Tharlo.
이쪽 셔가지고 또. 저 나보다 뒤집는 이 뭔가 저 셔가지고.
나올 정책이 상황이 짜통통 적응을이야. 근데 시급다리 달라.
월교 오모즈는 다 짜통통스나 다 마약하고. 일단 월교 오모즈 짜통통스는 다 추이고.
They have a long conversation during which she learns about his valuable sheep. She eventually seduces him with her charm and beauty, convincing him to sell his sheep.
나중 살고 있는 건 아니야.
주메게 미초칠란주. 아니 그가 손나라주고. 라사 손나라주고. 드니 베이징 손나라주고. 상하이, 광주, 샹강. 사자가 손나라주고.
Cut off his ponytail and start a new life with her in Lhasa. However, it turns out to be a deception when Tharlo wakes up after spending the night together to find out that she has taken all his money and left him. He immediately goes to the police station to report the crime, but the same policeman he met earlier tells him that he no longer resembles the person in the photo and needs another one.
Ninguém caro. Ya ta chijgini wali ralan jogji. Tani wali man jogni. Tana chu tarong zongtwa song chu pargne. Di tukondara ta chuniga mariga. Da che chere songla di nyakh chigino mukhiya.
Out of desperation, he rides his motorcycle to the mountains, run out of gas, drinks a bottle of alcohol,